You ever have one of those days where you're just minding your own business, drinking an overpriced latte, thinking nothing dramatic could possibly happen? Then out of nowhere, you get mistaken for a trespasser in your own hotel by the boldest, most entitled person you've ever laid eyes on. Yeah, that happened to me last week. Let me tell you, if there's ever been a master class in how to turn a lobby into the scene of an epic meltdown, this lady, let's just call her Karen, wrote the syllabus, handed out the tests, and then failed them all herself. So there I am, half sunk into the fluffiest couch you can imagine right under these chandeliers that look like they cost more than my first house, enjoying a coffee bar that probably charges by the ounce. My own flagship hotel, every square inch of it. The air smells like expensive furniture polish and some kind of fancy citrus candle. It's all just perfect until she barges in, HOA badge flashing like she's about to conduct a citywide raid. She's got that energy, the kind that says, I own this place, even though, let's be honest, she probably struggles to keep a cactus alive on her own porch. She marches right up to me, points her finger like she's casting a spell, and belts out, "Sir, you cannot be sitting here like I'm some kind of serial couch thief." I look around just to make sure there's not actually some crime happening behind me. Nope, it's just me, my latte, and this walking embodiment of suburban authority. I raise an eyebrow and try not to laugh. "Excuse me, ma'am. I think there's been a mistake." And oh, she did not like that. "A mistake. I'm the head of the neighborhood association. You're trespassing on public property that my HOA oversees." You could practically see the steam coming out of her ears. Now here's where the universe decided to hand me a golden opportunity because, folks, there is nothing funnier than someone trying to boss around the actual owner of the hotel. So I set down my cup, turn slowly to face her, and give her my best, oh, honey smile. "That's adorable," I say. "You really think this lobby is public property?" Her face goes from red-hot rage to pure confusion, faster than a stoplight changing in a school zone. "What do you mean, cute?" she manages. "I mean, ma'am, this is my hotel. I own every part of it, from the minibar snacks all the way to the last do not disturb sign. Now the whole lobby's watching business travelers, kids with sticky hands, even the baristas peeking over the espresso machine. One woman in a power suit drops her phone. A little kid drops his ice cream. I swear the entire room holds its breath. Karen's mouth opens and closes like a goldfish totally lost. But because she's Karen, instead of cutting her losses and slinking away, she doubles down. "I don't care who owns it. You cannot sit here. You must leave immediately." And she's got her finger pointed right at my nose like she's expecting me to explode or something. I lean back grinning and say, "Oh, you mean like you can't sit here because I say so?" Well, that's funny because I just decided you can't leave until you apologize. The whole lobby kind of holds in a gasp. Phones start to come out. I spot at least 3 people live streaming. Karen's eyes go wide, her mouth working, but no sound coming out. She's trying to rally herself. I am the president of the HOA. I have rules. Rules. She's shaking that badge like it's a golden ticket. "Let me tell you, rules only matter if you actually own the place." "Ma'am," I say, barely holding back a laugh, "the only rule that matters here is that I own this franchise, and your HOA has as much authority in here as a goldfish does in a shark tank." Watching her process that is like watching someone try to solve calculus in a hurricane. Painful, but you can't look away. Then she does the most dramatic Karen move possible. She slams her hand down on the table, rattling the spoons and sugar packets. "I will call the authorities," she shrieks, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. "Please," do I say, holding up my phone like I'm about to start a TikTok live. "Let's get a record of this for posterity. Or YouTube. Whatever works." So believe it or not, the cops show up. Not because I called them, someone else did, probably worried Karen was about to launch a full-scale invasion of the pastry counter. The officers walk in, 2 young guys who look like they'd rather be literally anywhere else. "Ma'am, can you tell us what the problem is?" One of them asks, all polite. Karen points at me so hard I think her elbow might snap. He is trespassing in my jurisdiction. I demand he leaves immediately. I lock eyes with the cop deadpan. Officer, I think she's just invented her own branch of law. Maybe write that down. The two cops exchange a look. One of those here we go again glances. Sir, can we confirm, are you a guest here? I take a long sip of my coffee. Technically, I'm the owner of the hotel, the franchise, all of it. So yeah, I'm sitting here. She's accusing me of trespassing. Karen starts waving her HOA badge like it's going to hypnotize someone. I have the rules. You cannot stay. I just smile and say, oh, I love rules, especially when I'm the one who wrote them. Want to read the fine print, ma'am? Now the guests are all but cheering someone's filming on their phone and I can hear notifications pinging left and right. Karen's face is redder than a fire truck and she stomps her foot so hard I think the couch moves. I will call the police again. This is harassment, she shouts. One of the cops actually cracks a smile. Ma'am, the gentleman here owns the hotel. He can sit wherever he wants. You are not being harassed. There's this long, awkward silence. Karen freezes, then tries to sputter out something about property taxes and neighborhood rules. I shake my head. Ma'am, the only thing illegal here is trying to enforce HOA rules in my lobby. And just so you know, we have really good security cameras streaming live even. That's when it all unravels. Karen looks around, suddenly aware that every eye in the room is on her. Her own niece, maybe 10 years old, is filming her on a phone, probably already sending it to the family group chat. The bellhop is covering his mouth, trying not to lose it. Karen, in a last-ditch attempt at authority, grabs a chair and slams it, not at me, just on the ground so hard the dog in the lobby jumps. The chair nearly takes out a potted plant. The cops sigh like they just want to go home. I stand, stretch a little, and say, ma'am, maybe take a deep breath and leave my lobby before this gets any more memorable. And then right on cue, her phone rings, probably the HOA bat signal. She answers and starts whispering, spinning a tale of trauma so fast it could catch fire. Everyone's staring, cops, guests, even the dog. And then she trips over her own bag and face plants right into the couch. The whole lobby loses it. Laughter everywhere. Even the officers break character. I take a slow, satisfied sip of my latte, knowing this story will live on forever. She gets up, wild hair glasses, sideways, still muttering curses at invisible enemies. Our eyes meet. She whispers, "This isn't over." I grin. "Oh, Karen, I sure hope not." You know, most people would call it a day at that. But sometimes the universe wants to turn up the comedy dial. I walk over to the manager, who's desperately trying not to snicker. "Hey, make sure she's comfortable." I say, maybe offer a spa treatment. She seems a little tense. Karen hears this, bolts upright, and starts flailing her arms like she's trying to direct traffic in a tornado. "You think this is funny?" she yells. "Oh, it's hilarious," I reply, leaning on the table. It's amazing how someone can have so much confidence and so little awareness at the same time. Then out of nowhere, a retired lawyer in the crowd never saw him coming, walks up and goes, "Ma'am, maybe reconsider your next steps. You just tried to enforce HOA rules on the hotel owner." Karen blinks, swings her arm, and knocks a clipboard off the concierge desk. The sound echoes like a gunshot. Everyone freezes, then bursts out laughing, even the officers. One mutters, "I'm going to need hazard pay for this." And then to top it all off, the hotel's speaker system kicks on and starts playing this meditation track, all calm and breathe in, breathe out. Karen's convinced it's a personal attack. "This is mocking me," she yells, gesturing wildly. A kid whispers, "She's lost it." And honestly, I'm starting to agree. I walk over with my best fake serious smile. "Ma'am, you're welcome to stay as a guest. Otherwise, we'll have to escort you to the nearest Starbucks. On the house, of course." She storms for the door, but karma's not done. She catches her foot on the rug, slides 3 feet, and lands straight into a potted plant. Dirt everywhere, leaves in her hair, the whole 9 yards. The dog yelps again. The lobby erupts. Now here's the twist. I lean over to one of the officers and say, "Watch out. She's about to leave the angriest Yelp review in history." He barely holds in his laughter as Karen limps out muttering HOA threats into her phone. I finally get to sit back down, take that victory sip, and every guest in the place gives a round of applause. "Did that really happen?" I hear someone whisper. "Oh, yeah, it did." Right before I wrap up, a little kid tugs on my sleeve, looks up and asks, "Are you really the boss of this place?" I kneel down, nod, and say, "Yeah, kiddo. And just remember, never mess with the boss's lobby." So picture the final shot, Karen outside, still on her phone, yelling at invisible supporters, hair full of leaves, totally oblivious to the fact that she's become a legend in lobby meltdown history. I kick back watching the chaos fade, thinking sometimes the best reality show is just real life with a dash of karma, a lot of laughter, and a lobby that'll never be quite the same. So, what do you think? Did justice get served? Or was this over the top? Drop your thoughts down below. Ever tangled with a real-life Karen? Share your wildest HOA stories, and let's debate what's right and wrong when rules go too far. If you love the story, hit that subscribe, ring the bell, and stick around next time the drama's even wilder, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.